Hello, once again, this is Antonio and I'm coming at you with another exciting video. Now, I guess Baltimore, the great city of Baltimore, want to get itself back going. They want the communities to be thriving. So, what Baltimore attempted to do was simple. They're willing to sell some of the rundown homes in their area for just $1. But it's a catch. The catch is if you purchase one of their homes, they want you to fix the homes up and then live in the homes. Now, some people are going to be like, how are people going to fix it up? What those are not the homes for you because you're going to have to put up some of your own money in these homes. You're going to have to put up some of the money in those homes. And if you're not prepared to bet on you, don't do it. But here's the thing. The people that invest in themselves are going to take care of the community. Just because you possibly a person of color doesn't mean that you want to live in squalor. The reason why blacks and whites couldn't live among these each other in the first place was something called redlining. And when it came down to redlining, up until 1968, when the FHA reversed the law that prohibited banks to sell homes in so-called suburban neighborhoods. So that's where the word suburban and urban came from. It came from the FHA. So right now, like I said again, in Baltimore, they're planning to sell homes for $1. You're gonna have to invest, you're gonna have to have money if you want to live in these areas. So let's play this news clip. Fair use. Fair use.
They tried it before. They're trying it again. The city approved a plan to address the vacant home crisis by selling some of them for $1.
But as WMER2 News' Elizabeth Worthington explains tonight, not everyone is on board with the program.
Buying a house for $1 sounds too good to be true. Well, that's because it is.
But the reality is you probably need more like 150 to 200,000 to complete a renovation of one.
Well, she sounds like a pessimist. Those homes are sitting and nobody are living in it. It's making Baltimore look like an eyesore to the rest of the world. This is America. It's time to get that community thriving again. You bet on yourself, you get the community thriving, and then guess what? Other people will get into that community and they will get it going. This dollar catch, like I said in the get go, is not for people that's not willing to bet on themselves. See, so many people around the world, they want others to do something that they can't do for themselves. There are people that sitting with $100,000 in the bank. They just don't have the credit to invest in the home. So this is not for the financially challenged. So Dr. DeWanda sounds like a pessimist. It's not a catch, it's reality. You're going to have to bet on yourself. Number one thing that you're going to have in this world, you're going to have a place to stay. You're going to have food, a restroom, and possibly a place to, make money. This is not for a person who cannot help the community get thriving. So it's no catch. Let's proceed.
One of these structures.
That's why the city's housing department is requiring applicants to its newly approved fixed pricing program to provide proof they can spend at least 90 grand to renovate the home.
Okay, so pause right there. You're going to have money to spend on your house. This is your house. So guess what? All of the gang violence, all of the squatters, all of the people that want to live in squatter, all of the trap houses, all of this stuff, this turns that community from a dilapidated community into a thriving community. That's when banks move in. That's when restaurants move in. that's when eateries and all of this stuff move in. I know I said restaurant, eatery. I'm just cooking right now. I'm cooking. It's not a catch. Look at this door. Those are bullet holes. Those are bullet holes. So the people, you're going to price them out the neighborhood. And that's the purpose. That's the purpose. They tried it in other cities. Detroit tried it. Other places tried it. You're going to have to bet on yourself. Just because there have been tons of black communities where people have thrived. Now, guess what's going to happen? They're going to gentrify some of these areas. And then guess what people are going to say? Oh, they pushed me out. No, they didn't push you out. You claim in your rap songs and everything that this my block. I'm from this block, that block. But you can't buy your community. You won't fix up your community. You won't curb your trash can. You won't cut your grass. You won't even put fake grass in your yard to make it look like something. But you want to rep. I never understood how people come from great neighborhoods, but they were in the race to the bottom and go to squattle. I never want to be around squattle. I never want to be around no bando. And that don't make me better than nobody. This me. I got one life. I don't want to be around that. But let's carry on.
The goal is to rehab some of the city's thousands of vacant homes. Affordable housing advocates Dr. Dwanda Farmer and Nika Namdi say the program doesn't serve the people who need it most. They're concerned.
I'm not going to say forget the people that need it most. Those houses are sitting vacant. They have people with the cash, but they don't have the credit. That's not for them. You want the government to go put 90 grand in people who won't even invest in themselves. It don't work like that, people. It doesn't work like that. They are selling you this house for $1, and the catch is they want you to fix up the house, and then they want you to live in the house. That's the catch. They want you to be in the community. They want the community thriving. They want to push out the low lives and the unchallenged out of those communities. They want people who can make this work. People have 100 grand in their account, but they just don't have the credit to get a house, so they just rent. Or you got some people that just don't want to use credit. They think credit is a joke. But let's carry on.
Concerned about displacing longtime residents through gentrification. In the
It's no why it always got to be gentrification? You got people of means in the black community, and the catch is those people that rep these blocks, that have lived in these communities for 30 and 40 years, that haven't fixed up these communities, and you say I'm from East Fort Ave, I'm from Riverside Ave. You rep these areas for all your life, and you haven't even invested nothing. You ain't even buy curtains for the windows, ignition blinds. Those are the people that's pushed out. It's not called gentrification. It's called you haven't made an effort.
70s, the city adopted a dollar home program, and a lot of these row homes on Fort Avenue and Federal Hill went for $1 back then.
That is the exact type of antidote that we don't want to see spreading into Harlem Park, into Poppleton, into, Middle East, into Care. We want the people who have been the backbone of this city to act.
I disagree. The backbone of your community haven't done nothing. I hate to tell you, the backbone of your community haven't done nothing for that community. All I see is dilapidated homes, and nothing has been done. The backbone of your community haven't done anything to uplift this community. And I hear so many people talk about gentrification. No, colonization is bad. Gentrification is not bad. Here's the thing: America, because of redlining, is one of the most segregated places on the planet. But the minute that we intertwine and live amongst each other, then it's gentrification. That's not really a bad word. Colonization is a bad word. And if you don't fix your neighborhood, that's what's going to happen, colonization. Gentrification is going to be people moving in with the means to fix these up, that's in real estate, that understand real estate, and they going to purchase some of these houses. And I'm going to tell you something else. They got people from different countries that move into America. They going to move into these neighborhoods. The backbone of your neighborhoods haven't done a damn thing from what I'm looking at. They haven't looked at how to keep the place intact. These places look terrible. But I could tell you what, this $1 bet, people are going to bet on themselves. It's going to be a different country, a different neighborhood soon enough. And then the next people going to be like Disney movies, once upon a time. That's what's going to happen.
Actually be able to live freely and to live well in neighborhoods.
They haven't done anything. Are y'all living in the upside down? These houses are blocks of homes that people haven't done anything. The city need property tax. They need to be able to fix these homes up so they can tax these homes. You can't do that when they all sitting vacant. That affects schools. That affect fire departments, police departments. If you got airports, that affects that. It affects so much. These people don't want to live the American dream. It's done.
In a city that their labor and their intellectual property built.
I understand that they have a goal of driving middle income families into the city, but middle
They need property taxes. They need property taxes. It's so much affected when you allow these homes to sit vacant. You got crime, prostitution, drug addicts, drug dealers. You remember The Wire? The Wire was based off Baltimore. And those houses look the same thing, same way from The Wire that they look now. You must do different.
middle income families don't want a dilapidated house off of a block even for $1 unless there's a real plan that's going to do whole block.
See this pessimist right there that says that? Those people that sees the value in these dilapidated homes are going to see different. She's being a pessimist. You got people that's mobilizing. You're going to have Mexicans. You're going to have Africans, Venezuelans, Jamaicans, Haitians. They coming into these homes because they don't know the history of your block. They coming into these areas and they're going to take over and they're going to do their thing. And then all this bark, 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 bark. That's all, it sound like a dog yelping. The city needs property tax. They are making nothing off these vacant homes. The banks don't want them. The city can't keep up with them. The people in the neighborhood that you saying that's the backbone of the neighborhood must be invertebrates because these homes look like trash. And I can tell you what, it's going to be Papa's going to be in a brand new bag because she is being a pessimist. You are looking at trash while other people are looking at how can I make this a $300,000 house and get value out of it and leave it to my family. People want to live the American dream that some people in the black community don't want to live, and that's what's going to happen. But let's carry on.
Block redevelopment.
Applicants will also be subject to a vetting process. The advocates we spoke to hope that's enough to weed out potential bad actors.
One of my main concerns is that this will become a payday, like an open door, open season for the same slumlords and the same speculators who have been keeping properties in poor condition and charging high rent.
No, no, no. They don't want people renting out these homes. The catch is they want people to fix these homes up and live in them. That's the catch. They want this to become a thriving neighborhood. That's what they're looking for. But let's carry on.
In the city.
In an effort to prevent that, the first 90 days of the program have been set aside strictly for buyers who plan to use the home as their primary residence. The Department of Housing and Community Development says it's already received more than 800 inquiries, but there's only under 300 homes set aside for the program right now. The plan was
You hear that? All of that pessimist that she was screaming, they have received 800 inquiries and they got 300 homes. This is going to be a success. You got people that's sitting on $100,000. 100,000 may be a lot to you, but other people's like saying, "No, we got that 100,000. Hey, go take this dollar with pride. Matter of fact, let me Xerox copy this dollar so I can hang it on my wall." Now, I'm not saying that some people are not going to rent the homes out. What I'm saying is these two ladies sound like pessimists. The backbone of your community has failed that community. They failed them.
approved at the city's Board of Estimates meeting on Wednesday, after Dr. Farmer and Namdi expressed their concerns. The housing commissioner and the mayor said the department plans to ensure there are guardrails in place to prevent displacement down the road. In a statement, a department spokesperson says, quote, "This is an important forward movement that will greatly assist in our ongoing efforts to successfully address vacant and abandoned properties in Baltimore City." They'll begin reviewing applications on April 1st. You can find a link to apply on WMAR2news.com. In Baltimore, Elizabeth Worthington, WMAR2 News.
All right, so I know it probably went longer than what I expected, but like I said again, they need to put the parameters in place. These people are smarter than you and I. Hopefully they are. But at the end of the day, they need to fix these homes up. Those homes can't keep sitting vacant just because two pessimists don't see the value. If black people don't want to live the American dream, I hate to say it, you're going to be pushed out the way. We got to change our mentality. We let those are your communities. Other ethnic groups are not better than you. You got to see the value in yourself. You can't allow your community to go down and then you blame your government. 300 homes are available, 800 applicants. That means that the people are coming. It's going to be a lot of construction in that area. A lot of people who claim those blocks are going to be forced out. Papa's got a brand new bag and it's coming. Nevertheless, this is Antonio with Team Tigio. Please like, comment, subscribe as we'll be going coming to you with more videos in the future. And once again, we will see you in the next video. Please hit that notification bell, hit the subscribe button as we're going to be cooking on this channel. Once again, we'll see you next time.